Hello friends, this is super exciting. But before I proceed, this is for the United States residents. So if you live in the US, this is applicable. If you don't live in the US, do not ask, do not apply, do not waste your time. The reason they're doing it this way is because of taxes and I think just, logistics and all that stuff. Whatever, it's their own, marketing plan. They decide to do whatever they want. But why is this so exciting? I talked about this company before. And if you guys follow my channel, then you'd know that there are other companies like Emirates and Hostify where they pay you 20% and they keep 80%. These guys are different. These guys pay you 70% and they keep 30%. However, if you keep your hotspot running for 500 days, you get full ownership of this hotspot. Yes, so you keep the device and you keep 100% of the income that you generate. Not only that, once you get the hotspot, you will get your money every week, every Friday. That's good because they handle all the taxes for you. This is one of the best companies out there. It's not one of the best, it is the best company. I'll have to be fair. They need to be, addressed for what they're doing. So we send you a free Helium hotspot miner. You keep 70% of the earnings with payouts every day. Again, this is for United States only. So if you apply now, I'm going to show you a trick of how to win this. So what they're doing here, get a free Helium hotspot shipped to you, mine and keep, all the stuff. You just fill in this. Okay? So you're going to say, okay, there's so many people applying. How are they going to choose? Well, now you have to think from an investor perspective. And let me explain to you what do I mean by that. If you have a good spot, if you don't know how to do this, I have so many videos on my channel. There are other YouTubers too, but I think my channel's I'm more into Helium specifically, not to anything else. So you might see like more focused videos. I'll leave a link up there of how to do it yourself, which can help you. So the point here is very simple, guys. I am an investor. I'm this Fairspot, and there's so many applications coming. What do I need to do? Is I need to find somebody that has a location that is not saturated, and there are small network around in my area. Why? Because this way, once he gives me his hotspot, that means he looks at my network. If I'm in Manhattan, it's fully saturated. If I tell him I live in Manhattan on the 80th floor, he doesn't want that because he knows that the Helium will not earn that much. He would make less and I'll make less. He's looking for somebody that's I don't know, let me just give you an example so we can all relate. Let me just open the Helium Explorer. This way you can exactly know what I'm talking about. So for you to earn more HNT and more tokens is by having a healthy network. And the healthy network, if you don't know anything, I'm not going to repeat everything. There are videos that you can watch. But I will tell you what. For example, I'll take just this as a good example. So if you live in this city, I don't know where's this. If you live in this city and you tell them, okay, they see it's not saturated, and you tell them, oh, I live in this area, and I live on the 5th floor or 10th floor. They would like it. They will give you priority in comparison to, oh, I live not here. But this is a good location too, but if I live like in here, Like if you live in here, there's so many hotspots that your machine, your hotspot will not generate enough for you. Now, if you live here, for example, and you are elevated, that means you're on the 20th floor and you can connect to this network and this network, that works too. So what you need to do is, if you have a location, multiple locations, you need to give them the address that will attract them. So what you need to do is come to the Helium Explorer and check 2, 3 locations that you have, either your houses, your friends, your family, whatever. So if you live in Manhattan, forget it. If you live in downtown Toronto, forget it. So if you live here and you're going to tell them, oh, I live in Manhattan, look at this mess, they will not accept you. So what they want is, if you live, let's say here, if you live here, if you live here, if you live here, do you get the point? So, but for you, living in a saturated area is a minus for you, but elevation is also a plus. So you need to weight these two things. So if you watch my other videos, I think you can relate and understand exactly what I mean. So if you get, for example, if you live here, you're going to connect this with this. It might be a good way. If you live here, you can connect with this network, and maybe this network. If you live here, or like, the point is, if you watch just the other videos, you will understand exactly. It's about the hex, it's about saturation, it's about the elevation also. It's very important. So if you have more than 2, 3 locations, you need to do your homework and submit your location here. You're going to set address. See, they care about the floor number, and they care about the, like, if you live in a building, they prefer that. And they're going to ask you questions of where, like, you can give us pictures because of they cannot see trees, for example, or whatever. But the priority will be to somebody that lives in a network that's not saturated, in a place where you're highly elevated. You will get prioritized. So you might, if you have these criteria in your location, trust me, you can get one. So if you live in Manhattan, I don't promise you anything. If you live in Chicago, look at this, it's fully covered. If you live in small areas where there's not many hotspots, there is a chance. Again, guys, this is for the US. If you're in Canada, if you're in Europe, if you're anywhere else, especially Europe, forget Europe because the frequency is different. But if you're in Canada, don't bother. So this is a quick update. I hope you guys can grab some. These guys, I've seen them on the Discord. They're really respectable, they're really honest, and I really have a high degree of respect. I wish you the best, and I hope that you get one. If you apply, please comment and tell me how things go with you. Wish you all the best.